Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Jamie Samuel reporting, and welcome to episode 13 of my 2022 FIFA World Cup podcast, bringing you the latest updates on the 2022 World Cup. Over the last day, we have seen France cruise through the last eight, following a 3-1 victory over Poland. Olivier Giroud gave them the lead just before half-time in the 44th minute. Kylian Mbappe doubled that lead in the 74th minute before adding a little icing in the 91st minute as France was set for the last eight. Robert Lewandowski pulled a late consolation prize back for Poland with his 93rd minute penalty, the last action of the game, as France advanced to the last eight and are still in contention to win back-to-back titles. Sam, France have been sublime. They are looking dangerous right now.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on board again. France are currently destroying all their opponents at the moment, and they're looking really strong at the moment. And as I said, I did say France were going to win, but I didn't think they were going to win 3-1. I thought it would have been a 2-0 victory.
Well, similar margin at least. How confident are you they will get past the quarterfinals and contend for back-to-back titles?
It's going to be a very tough matchup against England. That's going to be game of the tournament, I reckon. So anything can happen, but I reckon they could beat England.
That's very true. England advanced to the quarterfinals following a comfortable 3-0 victory over Senegal. Jordan Henderson opened the scoring in the 38th minute before Harry Kane gave England a 2-0 half-time lead. Bukayo Saka put the result beyond all doubt in the 57th minute, adding a little icing on the cake. Senegal was no match for England, quite simply, as their fairy tale run to make the last 16 came to an end. England will take on France in a mouth-watering quarter-final. Sam, we are starting to see the best of England now. They are finding form at the right time.
Yeah, it is at the right time for their form to be really good at the moment. I pre-thought that they were pretty average, but another great win for England, as expected, to beat Senegal. As I said in my last prediction, I think France will beat England, but it's going to be a very, very close game. I reckon there'll be a lot of drama, and it could go... It could go either way, but I'm going France 1-0.
Reasonable prediction. What could Senegal take from this tournament? Reaching the knockout stages, a reasonable achievement.
You know, they fought very hard against their opponents, and, they fight very hard, and there's nothing to be ashamed of, really. You know, they push Portugal to the limit and then win their next two in a convincing way as well. So I reckon that Senegal should be nothing but proud of their efforts to make it to that stage. But again, England were too much for them, I reckon.
Absolutely there were. In other news, some exciting upcoming matches include Japan will take on Croatia at the Al Wakra Stadium. Japan stunned everyone by winning Group E, a group that featured Germany and Spain, defeating both of them in big upsets to surprisingly win the group. They are looking to create history and reach the quarterfinals for the first time. Croatia came in second in Group F with 1 win and 2 draws. They reached the last World Cup final against all odds. They are looking to advance deep into this competition yet again. Croatia will be too strong for the Blue Samurai. I predict a 2-1 victory for Croatia. Sam, Japan have defied the odds at this World Cup. Can they defy another and get through to an historic quarter-final?
Anything is possible in this World Cup. We have seen quite a few upsets, and Japan were one of those teams who caused a lot of upsets, beating Spain and to beat Germany. Yeah, I reckon they can do it again. Honestly, they can push Croatia to the limit. I see, and if Japan win, that's going to be a huge result. But I'm going to say Japan win 1-0.
Okay, reasonable prediction. Brazil will take on Korea Republic at Stadium 974. Brazil in the knockout stages yet again, vying to reach another final and win a 6th title. They won Group G with a 2-1 record. Their Day 3 defeat to Cameroon should only be a wake-up call for them to get back to their best. Korea came in second in Group H with a loss, a draw, and most importantly, an upset win over Portugal in the final game secured them a knockout berth. They defeated Germany in the final game of the 2018 World Cup. Unfortunately, it wasn't good enough to get them through. But with this year's final game win over Portugal, we see them back in the knockout stages for the first time since 2010. We predict a 2-0 victory for Brazil, in my opinion. Sam, what did you make of Brazil's last game defeat against Cameroon? Can that be a big wake-up call?
Honestly, yeah, it can be. But then again, Brazil were resting a lot of their superstar players, to be honest, and giving other players a fair opportunity, which I think was the right thing to do. But, to lose like that at the very end in the last 30 seconds of that match was very shocking. But I expect Brazil to win this match 4-0.
What can they do to find the form they need at the right time to grab this victory?
Wake up, play for hard, fight, fast attacking football, try and execute their opportunities in goal, and just play the way they do best. They're very skillful. They're one of the best teams in soccer in the world. So, I reckon that if they do that, they'll get the easy win against South Korea.
I agree with you there. And that concludes episode 13 of my 2022 FIFA World Cup podcast. Sam, thanks so much for stopping by again.
My pleasure, mate. Thank you for having me on board again. I look forward to these next set of matches coming up and looking forward to doing your next review.
Absolutely. Remember, if you're keen to be a guest on this podcast, you can reach me on my email in the video description or via the LinkedIn profile in the description. I look forward to bringing you more action in the next 24 hours.